Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms, feeling a little bit better here. Guys, just a tad bit better, okay? I still have my random flip out moments, I say, where I'm just like everything's shaking, almost like the vertigo. If you guys ever dealt with vertigo, you know what I mean. It's sort of like that. Even though they didn't say I had vertigo. Give me 1 second so I can fix this camera. Holy shit, we don't want to have that out loud. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I figured I'd come home, do some live stream, get on here, talk to the masses, and talk about the future of the MCU. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we actually have stuff we can talk about now. And my boy over at Comic Book Cast today put out a video about, the possible lineup for the MCU at San Diego Comic-Con. So that got me thinking. I didn't want to do a full video on it. But let's maybe we can brainstorm and kind of talk about what we think might possibly happen. We know Black Widow is pretty much going to happen, or not pretty much going to happen. It is happening. We already have set photos and everything on that. Still don't know how I feel. Like someone said VR Trooper. By the way, my Taskmaster video today did absolutely horrible. Like, people just did not care. I thought for sure, I hope that doesn't represent what people actually going to think about the Black Widow movie. Like, do people just not care about the Black Widow movie? What's going on with that? So, who knows? But that picture didn't really do much for me. Someone said he looked like Lord Zed, but blue. I agree with that. I really do. He really does kind of resemble Lord Zed. And then someone else said, like, Big Bad Beetleborg or VR Troopers. Like, you can name all of them, and it all looks very similar. It does look goofy, but hopefully when they actually do the actual movie and they get in there and they edit and do color correction and stuff, it looks better in live action. Because there's been a number of costumes. The one costume that looks goofy on set and it looked goofy in the movie was Shazam. Like, that costume just looks goofy, man. They could have done something with that costume, right? They could have done something. Like, they could have made it look more like Henry Cavill's Superman costume, but red with an awesome lightning bolt. Like, they could have done something, but they decided that we're going to go the goofy route. We're going to go the lighthearted route, which is fine. But for the most part, DC and Marvel are usually spot on with their costumes. Their costumes are really good. You see set photos, they look ridiculous, but when you see the movie, they look good. So I'm really going to hold judgment. So, I mean, when I did the Taskmaster video this morning, there wasn't really much to say about it. But I had to put out a video and say something about it because it's a topic, and I'm not going to, not cover the Black Widow movie. So I wanted to talk about it, and as I was recording the video, I was like, man, I'm really defending this thing, and maybe, because I know if it was a DC costume, I would be like, oh, this is trash. So halfway through the video, I sat there, I was like, if this was DC, I would be bashing it, so yes, it looks bad, it looks bad. It does, it looks bad, there's no way to go about it. I'm hoping, it's a trooper or a henchman or something. I hope that ain't Taskmaster. I'm not expecting Taskmaster to come out with the white hood and a skeleton face mask. I'm not expecting that. But give us something similar. Give us something like what they did with Deathstroke, but make the mask a little bit like skeleton. Like the cool thing right now is everybody is running around. All these biker guys are running around with these, wind masks that has, it's like a skeleton face. Make him, this badass with, this cool armor that looks similar to Deathstroke, and then kind of have just, the bottom of it look like a skeleton face. I think that would look, pretty legit, pretty badass. So, they could do something with it. I really thought Crossbone's costume was really, really good. I thought it's a shame because Crossbone's costume was so good and he got no screen time in the movie. I was like, oh man, they seriously could. I wonder if Kevin Feige is kind of upset that they killed him off now with the Disney Plus streaming service. They could have brought him back And he could have been in the Falcon Winter Soldier one, right? Like, we know Baron Zemo is going to come back, or Zemo they call him, is going to be the main villain. But wouldn't it be awesome if it was like a Crossbones in there as well? That would have been really good. One second, guys. One second, guys. One second, I promise. Oh, we got a big super chat. Just came in from Daniel Vega. Sent you a package. Hope you're not too good for GW aside for what? Sent you a package. Hope you're not too good for GW. What, I don't know what GW stands for. Aside from what the fuck was that Mighty Morphin Time Suit Taskmaster. Oh, so first off, I did go check my P.O. box, and I got 2 letters. Let me go grab them real quick. Okay, so what does GW stand for? I have no idea what GW stands for. So, Goodwill. The Goodwill is A1, bro. What? Crossbones looks sick. Yes, he did. Goodwill. Okay, so sent you a package. I hope you're not too good for Goodwill. I don't know. Oh, you mean like the store Goodwill? Dude, Goodwill has some of the coolest fucking shit, dude. They have retro games, comic books, video games, like everything. It's like awesome. But thank you so much for the super chat. And yes, what the fuck was that Mighty Morphin, the Mighty Morphin thing, right? Like, what the hell was that? So I went to the post office Wednesday. Yes, I think it was Wednesday. And I got 2 letters. Let me cover this up. This is from Andrew Singh. Sent me a letter. And my boy Danny Graham sent me a letter. Let me cover up his address. Danny Graham Danny Graham sent me his resume, guys. Danny, if you're watching, buddy, you sent me a fucking resume. Just to let you know, like, I appreciate the typed letter. I didn't read it yet. I will. I appreciate the letter, the typed letter, because it's great. But you didn't have to send it in like a giant resume. You could have just sent it like Andrew here. Was it Andrew? Yeah, Andrew. You could have just sent it like that. It would have saved you money too, buddy. But yeah, I'm gonna read this. I think I'm gonna read this in private though. You know, it looks like you're applying for a spot. You wanna be my tech guy? You want to be my tech guy? But I'm gonna read this in private. I'm gonna read the Andrew letter in private. You know, because I don't know if I want to share that with people online, but thank you so much, seriously. At least I get the P.O. box, worth P.O. box. So Andrew, E-Hero Andrew, my boy Andrew here, came in with a super chat. My only concern for the MCU is that they are going go, obviously SJW is going to turn a lot of people off, and it will kill the MCU. I don't think so. Everybody keeps saying that. SJW. And I was just having a conversation on a date on Wednesday, and I said, what's wrong with being socially correct? Right? Like, what is wrong with that? Right? What's wrong with having um, like what's wrong with Black Panther? What's wrong with having a female Thor? What's wrong with having like the only one that seems like a blatant SJW to me is the Shang-Chi movie, right? And I think because we all know why Marvel's doing the Shang-Chi movie, Andrew, but I still don't think it's like SJW. I just think it's like they want to appeal to the China market because other than the United States, China is the second biggest box office. So they want to appeal to that China box office. So it's clear that they went Shang-Chi just to appeal to China's box office. And that kind of concerns me because I guarantee you it's going to make at least 250 here domestically. It's going to make 200. I'm not talking about opening weekend. I'm like total. It's going to make about 250 million domestically. And it might go that and beyond over in China. And the thing is, I'm not a big Shang-Chi fan. I didn't know who the character was. Full disclosure, I had no idea who the character... I mean, I'm a big comic book nerd, and I have no idea who the character is. And I felt like if they're going to do an Asian character, why not introduce Namor in the Black Panther 2? Then you are hitting both, the African-American market, and you're hitting the Chinese market. And I think, and that's what everybody wants, right? I really need to get someone of color over here, right? Like, I wish my best friend in Fort Lauderdale was here, because I really want to get his opinion, like, on Black Panther, and does he want to see Namor? But I don't think, people are like, I fear that the MCU is going so SJW. And my reply to that is, there's nothing wrong with being social correct, okay? There's a difference when you're SJW and you're attacking a 7-year-old girl because you think she's going to be Ironheart and you're afraid of whitewashing. That's a different SJW. I'm a big fan of Collider. Gotta be honest with you. My boy Roka's been turning me off a lot lately. Everything that comes out of his mouth is, well, this ain't right for women and this ain't right for that. Like, look, it's cool, man. I love Captain Marvel. I'm probably in a very minority on YouTube that defended Captain Marvel and defended Brie Larson. And I'm not a big fan of Brie Larson. I don't like her as an actress. I don't think she's all that great looking. But, I defended Captain Marvel because I liked the movie Captain Marvel. I didn't see anything wrong with what Marvel was doing, and people were attacking her just because she was a woman. Which I think is bullshit. Just like people are attacking Rose Tico from Star Wars because she's an Asian woman. Like people attacked Leslie Jones because she was a black woman. So I don't have a problem with Marvel going to SJW route, but at least don't make it look so obvious. Like right now, the obvious thing. And this bothered me. This bothered me a lot. My boy, Neo Game Sparks. You all know Neo Game Sparks. At least I would hope you guys know Neo Game Sparks. He posted a picture on Facebook of Anthony Mackie in a Captain America shirt. It's like, next Cap. And I shared it saying, fuck yeah, right? I've been waiting for Sam to get the comic chat. Just came in with a super chat. I'll give it you 1 second, my friend. And I was waiting for Anthony Mackie to become Captain America. And I shared it and I wrote, fuck yeah. And my mom wrote something negative and a bunch of angry faces because Captain America is black. That's what bothers me. That is what bothers me. There are people out there that are blatantly racist. It's like, oh, Captain America is black. Fuck this bullshit. I can't wait, right? I am so glad they skipped over Bucky and gave it right to Sam because Sam earned it. Sam earned it, man. Sam earned that shield. And I'm really hoping this Falcon Winter Soldier is going to be Sam's journey to Captain America. Like, it's going to be Sam like, I'm not Cap, that was Steve. And then slowly, Bucky's like, hey, you need to take on the mantle. Steve left this for you. So I don't care about Marvel going the SJW route as long as it's done right and it's blatant. Or not blatant, rather, where they're doing it just for the sake of doing it. A Black Widow movie is a movie that should have been done. Captain Marvel is a movie that should be done. Black Panther should be done. And there's a lot of other cultures that deserve representation. We're going to get a lesbian or gay superhero in the MCU. Is going to happen. Bobby is gay in the X-Men comics. Maybe when they do the X-Men, Bobby will be gay. So we will see. We will see. So thank you, Hero Andrew. We will see. And Comic Chat came in with a super chat. He said, "You can read my letter. I send it from work. Police envelope. Just easier." So I assume, Comic Chat, you are Andrew Singh. Is that you, my friend? Okay, I'll open it up. I hope it ain't like a whole resume like Danny Graham. Oh, yours is typed too. I like how you guys type your letters. My boy Wayne didn't type it, but he has great handwriting. I could read Wayne's really well. All right, so gotta get the old fingers wet. That's what she said. Oh, very small letter. Very good. Hero Andrews wrote, I can come on and we can discuss it on what the SJW Marvel if you like. We will set up something on that, Andrew. If you want, we can set up something. We can work on that. The only reason why I haven't done that, because I had people that I wanted to bring on through voice communication like that. The problem is I'm not able to handle a steady connection. So if I go on like Discord or something to do that, my internet would keep dropping. That's why I have resorted in having live guests, because then I don't have to put so much strain on the internet. Look, I'm in my second room here. I'm far from my modem. I don't have the best Bobby Iceman, guys. That's who Bobby is. So yeah. So all right. Oh, Comic Chat is Danny? So you want me to read yours, Danny? I was just about to read Andrew's here, and now Danny's like, no, I'm Danny. Well, why you got two different things, Danny? I normally see you with your YouTube channel says Danny Graham, and now you're telling me that I'm living a lie? That you're Comic Chat now? All right, I'll read it. And I seen you put your phone number on at the end. So I'm not going to say that. So, look, I'm not really good at... I love to read, right? I'm okay at it. But I'm not really good at reading in public, so just bear with me. So Danny Graham writes, Dear Mr. Storms, that's me. I'm just writing to let you know that I really enjoy your show and energy that you bring to your topics. Cheers, man. Thank you. I have started my own channel because of watching you and other YouTubers discuss topics that I really am interested in, but really don't have any people who are knowledgeable about the topics you discuss. I go by the name Comic Chat. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And seldom miss your live streams. Well, you're not missing it now. Just recently went to see Brightburn. You are a lucky motherfucker, because that's a great movie. And I was the only one in the theater. That is sad. It's such a fucking great movie, man. Oh, man, it's such a fucking great movie. It's in my top 3 favorite movies of the year. I kid you not. After about 2 minutes, 2 other people came in, and that was it. I agree with you on Gunn's Brothers set up a perfect alternate universe, and if I were Warner Brothers, I would try and partner with them. But the thing is, I believe Brightburn is done by Paramount or Universal. It isn't done by Warner Brothers, I don't think. The lack of marketing really hurt this movie, and unfortunately, I don't think Brightburn 2 is going to happen. No, Brightburn 2 will happen. It already made 3 times its budget back. It's good. It's in the clear when it comes to budget. So that's going to happen. So Brightburn is awesome. It made its money back. It really did. However, I have an idea that I think would be awesome if it would happen. My idea is that the Gunn brothers, Warner Brothers, and the people who created the Injustice game needed to sit down and talk. You're basically saying NetherRealm Studios. If they planned this right, they're sitting on a gold mine. You do know that was Zack Snyder's original plan, right? Like that was Zack Snyder's original plan, Danny, was he was going to loosely adapt injustice into Justice League Part 1 and Part 2. That was the whole reason why Superman came down and like killed Batman and Batman v Superman in that dream sequence. So Zack Snyder was working on that. Unfortunately, Warner Brothers got cold feet and just kind of like next day the whole damn thing, because they're Warner Brothers. They want to get their fucking checks. If they plan this right, they'll be sent on a gold mine. Okay. I think that Brightburn would be a perfect setup for a Flashpoint movie. Dude, that would be awesome. But like I said, they're not the same studio. But it would be awesome if they do a Flashpoint and like in an alternate reality. Like, yeah, that would be awesome. The Flash could arrive in the alternate universe where Superman is evil. They could fast forward to 25 years, and Brandon would then have matured and probably have the world at his mercy or close to it. Let's not forget about the other people with powers that are evil in that universe. He probably would have found a team up with evil Aquaman, like they showed at the end of the movie, and the evil Wonder Woman they refer to at the end of Brightburn, like you said. They together would have the world under their control as the Injustice League. That's a badass idea, dude. That like I'll give it to you, Danny. That's badass. And maybe they can get Henry Cavill back. Dude, we're all hoping they get Henry Cavill back, man. They also need to throw some money at Grant Gustin to play Flash. I don't think it has I don't think that has anything to do. Money has nothing to do with it. I guarantee you, if Warner Brothers came up to Grant Gustin's agents and said, "Hey, we'll give you $1 million," right? Like, I don't even know what the minimum is. What was the minimum for starring in a movie? Like $500,000 to $1 million. I don't know what. I don't live in Hollywood, so I don't know what the minimum is. But let's say they go up to Grant Gustin's agents and say, "Hey, we're looking to take you and move you into the major leagues, right? You're in the minor leagues. We're going to move you to the major league. You're a really good Flash. We want to bring you in." And they approach his agents and say, "We'll give you the minimum thing." Grant Gustin would take it in a heartbeat. It has nothing to do with the movies at that point. The reason why Grant Gustin would take it in a heartbeat is because it would be his first opportunity on the big screen to show what he could do, and that will catapult his career. It really will. Like, look at Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. was big, but his career kind of died. Iron Man revitalized his career. Chris Evans was pretty big. Chris Hemsworth was okay. The MCU is really what really catapulted these guys. I would even say Henry Cavill was catapulted by the DCEU, because every movie that Henry Cavill done prior to that, like Immortal or whatever, they weren't doing so well. So Grant Gustin would take the minimum that they would offer just for that chance to catapult his career into something new. So I don't think money would have anything to do with that. He would be perfect, and he would pull fans to the theater because of his popularity on CW. I 100% agree with you on that one. This would be a good place to start, in my opinion. It could tie in the game and make billions. Also, it would give confidence back to the fans that Warner Brothers may actually want to get competitive with Marvel. What do you think? I will close by saying, keep up the good work, and I will keep in contact with you. Also, I would love to do a show with you, maybe once a month, where I could possibly call in, and I think it would be cool. Just food for thoughts. My number is, I'm not going to say a number. If you want to talk about doing anything monthly show, just call. Thank you so much, Danny Graham. I appreciate it. I actually read this letter pretty well out loud. I didn't think I was going to be able to read that thing pretty well out loud. But, yeah, so I was thinking about bringing in people like call in, just like Andrew said, like, hey, let's set something up. It's just, unfortunately, right now with the internet, I don't know if I can sustain it. I tried it with Nick. You guys remember? I don't know if you remember that. I did a Star Wars live stream with Nick, and it was kind of like all over the place. So it's really putting too much drain on my computer, because when I'm live streaming, I shut everything off, right? Like, I have the web browser off. I have everything off, just the camera and OBS. That way I can try to keep it steady. But if it comes down to it, I would definitely like to talk to you about it. Maybe have you and Andrew on. That would be pretty cool. But thank you so much for the letter, Danny Graham. I really do. And you had some great ideas, my friend. Daniel Vega comes in and writes with a super chat. Recently in Marvel Comics, Wolverine got a new clone daughter called Weapon Hex. Please tell me you're fucking with me. Scarlet Witch and X-23 Are we being... This is why I canceled my Marvel subscription. This is why I canceled my Marvel subscription. Are you fucking with me? Is this real? Weapon Hex. Weapon Hex. Who the fuck approves this and say these are good ideas? Hey, I got this great idea, guys. Right, we're going to come up with this new Wolverine clone. It's going to be Scarlet Witch mixed with X-23, and we're going to call her Weapon Hex. Who the fuck is writing this? Is this Jonathan Hickman? Is Jonathan Hickman on the book now? Because I'm not a big fan of Hickman. It's either Jonathan Hickman or, who the fuck did Secret Wars? It wasn't Hickman, was it? It might have been Hickman. He's not that good. And he's very wordy. He's wordy like a motherfucker. So, yeah. But, oh my God. It's Jonathan Hickman? I knew it, man. It's so fucking stupid. It is so stupid. So, I don't know why people love Jonathan Hickman. And I think this is like the one few things that me and Joel actually agree on was... When they brought Fantastic Four back, or not really was it Fantastic Four? Not recently, because Dan Slott's on that book. When they brought back the Future Foundation, FF, right? I started reading it, and it was Hickman. And I could not get into it. It is so damn wordy. It's like he puts words just for the sake of filling up word bubbles. It's like, bro, you do not have to make this more complicated than it has to be. So then he started doing Secret, like he was going to be the guy who did Secret Wars, where they folded all the universes in and then eliminate all the universes and only have one universe, which they end up completely not paying attention to a month after it's already came out. And I started reading his Avengers leading up to it. And the concept was really good. But he won't get out of his own goddamn way. There are writers out there that just won't get out of their own goddamn way. I'm a big fan of Robert Kirkman and Brian Michael Bendis. Because Robert Kirkman, whether you read Outcast, Tech Jacket, Invincible, Walking Dead, whatever you read of Kirkman, Robert Kirkman tells the story. He tells you what he tells the story as if it's a real story. It's not like it's almost like when Hickman writes, it feels like Star Trek lingo. It's like I feel dumb because I really don't know what the fuck is going on. Like you just convoluted the whole fucking plot. I have no idea what the hell is going on. It's like what? You know? So I'm not a big fan of Hickman. Anything Hickman is on, I will try to stay away from. And to be honest with you, Jason, what's the name? He's doing Amazing Spider-Man right now. He's just as bad. Well, like his, not that his writing is like he not like he won't get out of his way with writing. It just his stories just aren't good. Right? Like his first story on Amazing Spider-Man, who was it? Jason oh my God, let me look this shit up. Jason Aaron? Let me just say Jason Aaron. I don't even know if that's right. If anybody knows, let me know. I think it's Jason Aaron. If anybody wants to look that up. But his first Spider-Man arc was Peter splits himself from Spider-Man to Peter Parker. It's like, really? Really? Get the fuck out of here. It's ridiculous. But, yeah, so the whole Weapon Hex, oh my God, Weapon Hex. It's like they don't even, this is going to sound bad. And I don't mean to insult anybody. Marvel Comics and DC for a lesser extent, I think DC Comics are leaps and bounds better than Marvel Comics. I'm an Image guy. I'm going to stick with Image Comics. I do think DC is like much better than Marvel. But to me, Marvel Comics kind of feels like the WWE. Now, I haven't watched wrestling in like 5-6 years. Because much like Marvel, everything WWE goes right back to the status quo. They make all these ridiculous changes like Weapon Hex, and then they'll do some big event, relaunch every issue back to number 1, and it's back to status quo. And then they do something to shake things up, and then a year later, back to number 1, back to status quo. And DC does it too. They do like the New 52, reboot everything back to 1, new status quo. Then, Rebirth comes out, everything back to number 1, new status quo. But the thing is, what I like about DC, and I love how everybody's like, oh, you're a DC hater, but I'm defending the shit out of DC. What I like about DC is they keep a writer on a book for a long period of time. And they have leaps and bounds better artists on DC Comics. They would have artists that are completely different artists, but they have similar art styles. So when you're going from issues 3 to issues 4, it doesn't get jarring like, well, issue 3 looks fantastic, and then issue 4 looks like a kindergartner drew it, because they do that in Marvel. They have comic book artists that looks like I drew with my toes. It's just crazy. We got a super chat coming in from Game Warrior number 18. He writes, hey Rob, a bit off topic, I know, but have you seen the new Charlie's Angels trailer? And if you have, what are your thoughts? Dude, you're my new best friend. I am so glad you just brought that up, man. Because I wasn't going to do a video on it, only because I think my audience demographic don't care about Charlie's Angels. You guys know I've been waiting. Like, if you guys been following my channel, I've been waiting for this movie, right? You all know I'm a massive Kirsten Dunst fan, right? Like, I am. Did I call her Kirsten Dunst? What the fuck? Oh my god! How much fucking coffee did I drink? Kristen Stewart fan. I actually really hate Kirsten Dunst. I'm a massive Kristen Stewart fan. I really like Naomi Scott, who plays Jasmine in the Pink Power Ranger and Power Rangers. So I've been looking forward to this thing, right? I'm like, what? Kristen Stewart and Charlie's Angels? Sign me up right there. And then they're like, oh, Naomi Scott. And I'm like, and I don't know who. I believe the other girl is black. She might be mixed. I don't know. She looks black, but I don't know who she is. She's fucking gorgeous too. I'm like, man. So I watched the trailer. I'm like, dude, I can't wait for this thing. Like, yeah, Patrick Stewart in it. My only negative is not against the trailer. It's I didn't know Elizabeth Banks was directing it. I knew she was in it. I didn't know she was directing it, and I'm kind of worried about that. Because I'm a big Pitch Perfect fan. I love Pitch Perfect. The first Pitch Perfect, guilty pleasure. I will defend that movie. I like that movie a lot. Pitch Perfect 2, directed by Elizabeth Banks, not as good as the first Pitch Perfect. Leaps and bounds better. Today's word of the day is leaps and bounds. I said it like 5 times already. Much better than the third one. The third one was just trash. That had nothing to do with Elizabeth Banks. That had nothing to do with Elizabeth Banks. Elizabeth Banks didn't even direct the third one. But so I saw the trailer, loved it. Now, I hope they don't get too cheesy in it, and that's what I'm kind of hoping. That's why I'm worried about Elizabeth Banks, because I love the Power Rangers movie, but Elizabeth Banks as Rita was really fucking cheesy. Well, like, everybody else is taking the source material really serious, and she's over there like just, oh, Rangers, and like Elizabeth Banks, calm down, man. Like everybody else is taking this shit serious. Like Bryan Cranston is a head on a wall, and he's taking this shit serious, and you're running around going, Rangers, I knew you would fall for my plan, or whatever the fuck it is. But I seen the Charlie's Angels trailer, and I gotta be honest with you, I watched it like maybe 5 or 6 times already. Like, I like it a lot. And Kristen Stewart looks fucking great in it. Like, she looks awesome. I love how Naomi Scott is like, they're in like the closet, and they're like, oh, so you haven't been to the other closet? She's like, what are the closets? So yeah, it's really good. I was watching Campia's show talking about it, and Campia was like, I really don't care about it. And I liked what Robert Meyer Burnett said, where what would he say? Like, it's good that Aladdin made so much money, because now it has more eyes on Naomi Scott, that more people will go see this movie now. And I'm like, I can't wait. Like, it's without a doubt, I don't care what it's going up against. Without a doubt, whatever day it comes up against, I'm going to see it opening night. Like, I've been looking forward to that movie since the announcement. And the full disclosure, if it was any other actresses involved other than Naomi Scott or Kristen Stewart, I probably wouldn't be excited for it. Like, I am a massive Kristen Stewart fan. Like, I will back her up forever. Just like I back up Robert Pattinson. So many people out there constantly just look at Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson and go, oh, these are the Twilight people. But they have no idea that, like, Robert Pattinson has been in Oscar quality performances in other movies. And Kristen Stewart too. Kristen Stewart has been in some high quality. Okay, so there's a movie that I want you guys to check out, and I know 99% of you guys aren't even gonna check it out. There's a movie called Camp X-Ray. It's a very, I believe A24 directed, or is the company that did it. But I want you guys, if you get a chance, at least go watch the trailer for Camp X-Ray. Kristen Stewart, she's a guard. And basically, the United States government imprisons all these Muslims who they think are terrorists. And she is the guard of one of the Muslim cells. And they grow this real big friendship and bond. And it's very touching. Like, I cried at the end of the movie. It's so good. Kristen Stewart's so good in it. She was great in American Ultra. She was great in I keep hearing Adventureland. That's the one movie I haven't seen her in. Billy Lynn's Halftime Walk, she was good in that. Like, she's great in everything besides Twilight. And same thing with Robert Pattinson. Like, you can't judge them on that. So, honestly, guys, just check out other movies. Thank you, Mr. Heavy Metal Dude. Said, I seen Camp X-Ray. It's awesome. It's a great movie. Every time I get a chance to rave about it, I do. And the end always gets me. Like, the end always makes me emotional because this guy is being held against his will, and Kristen Stewart's character can't take it no more. She's like, I can't do this no more, and she leaves him, and then she leaves him a book, and it's the new Harry Potter book because he always reads Harry Potter, and she leaves him a note. She's like, I think it was Deathly Hallows. She left him. And there was a great monologue early in the movie where he contemplated, like, is Snape a good guy? Is Snape a bad guy? And he's talking about the Snape character, but he's talking about people in general. And it's really touching. Then at the end, she gives him a book, and, she says, I don't know if Snape is bad or good, but I know you're a really good person. It's such a phenomenal movie, guys. If you haven't seen it, check out Camp X-Ray. I believe you can get on Amazon, like, super cheap, VOD. Just, I can't rave about it enough. I don't know how it went from Charlie's Angels to that, but Kristen Stewart is definitely someone that people, there was rumors, Comic Chat, or should I say Danny Graham, just came in with a super chat. Monday night, are you going to see Far From Home? Have you heard they are going to include the Secret Invasion storyline? I sent you the link earlier. Gotta be honest with you, I was at work today. I haven't checked Twitter or social media. I don't know if I got any links from anybody. I haven't checked anything. I was kind of just focused on work and trying to keep my head busy because I've been so, when I went to the emergency room, they said I'm letting stress get to me and my anxiety. So I've been trying to keep my mind occupied and not worrying about certain things. So I haven't really checked social media or anything. But I will not be seeing Spider-Man on Monday night, unfortunately. So here's the thing with Spider-Man. Spider-Man is releasing on Monday night, Tuesday. And I'm always there opening night to get my reviews in. Unfortunately, I work Monday and Tuesday. There's nothing I can do. I have to work. But Wednesday, me and Adam and Chris, CGAs, we are all going to see the movie together on Wednesday night. We're all going to go see the movie together. We're all massive Spider-Man fans. And And we're going to go see it together. And then right after the movie, we're coming right back here. And we're going to be doing a 2-camera setup. And we're going to have a big discussion about the movie. So yeah. I don't, like, honestly, Danny Graham, no offense to you, I don't even think I'm going to read your link. Because I have so many people sending me spoilers for the post-credit scenes. I don't want to see anything. I already had one thing spoiled for me. I don't want to get anything else spoiled for me. I want to go in blind because I heard whatever happens in the post-credit scene completely changes how you look at the movie. So I might hate the entire movie, see the post-credit scene, and be like, that's the greatest fucking movie of all time. Sort of like... well, it doesn't really change it, but, like, I really like the movie Split. I think Split's a fantastic movie, but when you get to the end scene of the movie, it completely changes your whole outlook on the movie, just like Signs. Both great movies, so, but you know how I feel about SpiderMan Homecoming. But, yeah, so, really looking forward to, honestly, as much as I hate Homecoming, I'm really looking forward to the movie. Really looking forward to going to see it with Adam and Chris. Me and Adam are going in with the lowest of expectations. I don't know what Chris's expectations are. I know he posted a video saying, you know, he's looking kind of forward to it. Me and Adam are going with low expectations. And we're going to a different theater. Normally we go to the one by my house. They have a bar. We would go get slap shit drunk when we were going to... Like, when Dark Phoenix came out, we just got hammered. Godzilla came out, we got hammered, right? We would have got hammered for this, but Chris wants to go to another one that's closer to his house, and there's no bar over there. So, but the good news is I got beer at the house, so if it's bad, I can get hammered before the review. But yeah. So no, I didn't see the link. And I really wish you didn't put the Secret Invasion thing in your comments, man, because that's potential spoiler, and that kind of deflates me just a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna go see it Wednesday night, and I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, but since I'm here, I'm gonna since I'm live, I'm gonna read Andrew's letter. Since I read Danny's, I'm gonna read Andrew's letter. If you guys want to send letters or packages or anything, you guys can send that to my P.O. Box, which is Robert Storms, P.O. Box 1447, Winter Haven, Florida 33882. Once again, guys, that's P.O. Box 1447, Winter Haven, Florida 33882. I will keep an eye out for the package that's supposed to be coming. Also, I have the address in the description of all my videos, as well as the About section on my channel. So, Andrew writes, my boy Rob, what's up? What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? You are too funny. I try to be funny. You are a funny motherfucker. Well, thank you, Andrew. I really try. You're always making me laugh. I always watch your videos. I always enjoy them. You are one of the only few decent white guys I know. That means you know a lot of shitty ass white people, dude. I mean, but look, no bullshit. I was born in New York, moved to Fort Lauderdale when I was 5, and there was only like 3 white kids in my entire class, like all through school. I was one of the white kids. My best friend, like, I know most white people would go, my best friend is black, and it's like a racist, stereotypical thing to say. My best friend is black. His name is Victor. We're brothers, man. We're brothers from another mother. Like he stayed over my house every weekend. Just my dad loved him. Like he's my brother, you know. We still talk. Even though we moved and whatnot. I recently seen him like a couple years ago. I went down to Fort Lauderdale for a convention. We hooked up. He came up here a few months later, and we talked for a bit. He recently got married, so we don't have much time to talk to each other as we normally do. But where I'm going with the story is, you know, I was I was raised in Fort Lauderdale, even though I wasn't born there. And, you know, and I was like the stereotypical white guy who thought he was black, who, when I moved up here, I had cornrows, right? Like, I had a FUBU jersey, FUBU necklace, Jordans, cornrows. I was like, yo, what's up, dog? What's up, cuh? You know, like, all that shit. And my first girlfriend, when I moved up here, she was like the straight, like, country girl. broke up with me like 2 weeks in. She's like, look, man, I'll say something. I'll be like, yo, what's up, dog? And she'd be like, she was like, you're fucking white. Start acting white. I'm like, dude, like, it doesn't matter your fucking skin color. It's where you're from and where you're raised. So anyway, I just figured I'll go on that little monologue for some reason. But if I'm the only decent white person you know, then you know a lot of shitty ass white people. I don't hate white people, he just says. I just don't like how white people are usually the racist ones, and I don't like how white people have so much privilege. That's kind of... Look, we're not going to get into a race talk here, but I would just say this. There are good and bad on every side. And I think it's shitty for anybody. I never understood the racism thing, right? I never understood racism. Because there's good and bad on every side. Why are you gonna judge? First, like, why are you gonna judge an entire race for a couple shitty ass people, right? Well, like Hitler. Like, you're gonna judge the entire Germans because Hitler was a fucking douchebag? I don't even think Hitler was German, right? Like you're gonna judge we're not getting into politics. Don't worry. We're not getting into politics. I'm just trying to say this. So I'll wrap it up so people don't want to get into politics. But I just don't understand racism. It's something I never understood. I don't understand why you would condemn the entire race of people for some shitty ass people, right? And every race has good and bad people. So that's just my kind of thought on it. So, but we're not gonna talk about it. Also, you gotta lose weight. I know I don't know you personally, but it ain't healthy for you to weigh that you are. I'm starting to think this is a bad letter. Anybody else getting that? I want you to be healthy and live long. Also, fuck the trolls. And don't you hate how nowadays you can't be critical of something without someone calling you a hater? That is my life. It's like, I say one negative thing about DC, I'm a fucking DC hater, right? Oh, you're a Marvel fanboy. You're a Marvel fanboy. That's how it is, right? Like, you love Marvel. Yet I just bashed SpiderMan Homecoming. So which one am I, guys? Am I a Marvel hater, DC dick rider? What am I? I don't know. I like how you've been critical of Homecoming in the DCU. Thank you. And Holland just came in with a super chat. I will get with you in a second. Let me just finish up this letter. I like Homecoming, by the way, and I'm a huge Spider-Man fan as well. I read almost all of the comics. Please don't attack me for liking the movie. I will never attack people for liking a movie. I like Dragon Ball Evolution, okay? Right? I know about being attacked for liking a movie. Right? I like Drive Angry. Like, I like shitty-ass movies. I just said I like Pitch Perfect like 20 minutes ago. Everybody has entitled to their own opinion, just the way I feel about it personally. If we are critical of something, maybe there's a chance that the creators, writers, producers, directors will listen and try to improve. Don't you think? I actually agree with you, Andrew. Anyways, keep up the great work and stay funny and be positive. Thank you, buddy. And you'll be happy to know that I am working on my health. I went back to juicing. I was going to juice tonight. Unfortunately, I couldn't because my sink is clogged. I went to the office today and said, hey, I need you guys to fix my sink. They didn't fix my sink, even though they had all day to fix my sink. So I'm going to the office tomorrow to bitch at them. And so I couldn't make my juice because the sink was still clogged. But so I have a cup of coffee and water. And I just spilled coffee on my pants. Great. So Holland, but Andrew, thank you for the letter, man. Thank you so much. Once again, guys, if you guys want to send me anything, my P.O. Box is 1447 Winter Haven, Florida, 33882. You can send anything. I'll read it on my live stream. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to open this stuff up on my live streams. Great. Holland comes in with a super chat. We need a better actor for Wolverine. Actually, I don't think we need Wolverine. And people are going to hate me. People are going to hate me for this. I think the first introduction of Wolverine we should get in the MCU should be X-23. And I know people, this kind of goes with what E-Hero Andrew said earlier, that his fear is the future of the MCU is gonna be SJW, right? And me kind of saying, let X-23 be the new Wolverine and start it off. Oh, that's SJW. And it's not. It's really not. And the reason why is because we just spent 17 years, almost 20 years with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Anybody you get to replace Hugh Jackman, everybody's going to be like, oh, well, now that's Wolverine. Like, unless you get like Tom Hardy or something, okay? I know Jason Momoa said he wanted to play Wolverine, which would be fucking amazing, by the way. But I just like why not? My favorite thing what the MCU has done, regardless of how critical I am of Homecoming, they don't repeat what the failures were. Right? Well, like they looked at the Eric Bana Hulk, they looked at like Daredevil, they looked at like all these movies that failed, and then when they redo the properties, they do it a different way, a fresh way. If they do the X-Men, why have Wolverine in it to start it off? I know you kind of can't have X-23 without Wolverine because then you got to explain who X-23 is. But I think they could do something interesting where they're like, you know, this is X-23. She was a clone of a mutant by the name of the Wolverine, right? But he passed away. So that kind of leaves like the legacy open where it's Hugh Jackman's legacy, where you don't have to recast that. It is still, like, not saying that they're canon with the Fox X-Men, but it'll be a nice way to say, look, we're going with a new Wolverine. I really like X-23. I liked what they did with X-23 in the comics. It's one of the few things at the time when I was reading Marvel that they were actually doing right. I love her relationship with Angel. And I think it would work really well. You can introduce the first class of X-Men. You can add, have Jean, Cyclops, Hank, Bobby, and Angel in there. And you can add X-23. You can have that relationship going. There's things you can do. And I really think that casting another Wolverine right now would be tricky. Because you're gonna have everybody talking, and that seems like nowhere on the internet are people going, oh, I can't wait to see who the new Cyclops is. I can't wait who the new Jean Grey. It's like the moment the ink dried on the contract, all people have been talking about was who's the next Wolverine. Like, how about we worry about who the next Cyclops is? Who the next Jean Grey is. I care more about the next Jean Grey than anybody. Are they going to go young Jean Grey? Are they going to go old Jean Grey? Like, what are we doing here? Are we going like Sophie Turner's age? I know who I want to see as Jean Grey. Starts with an Amber, ends with a Heard. So, where's the time frame? Where we like I want to see Disney sort of take the X-Men animated series and adapt that. I want to see Jubilee get some sunshine, right? Because Jubilee's constantly just been kicked to the curb in every X-Men movie. Like, she was in X-Men 1 and X-Men 2. She had like 5-second cameos. She was in like X-Men Apocalypse for like a 5-minute cameo, like completely worthless, So I want to see them do something like that, But if they do the X-Men animated series, then you kind of got to bring Wolverine in. But I think it would be much better and it's not just because I prefer female characters. I want to see something new, right? And I don't understand why everybody's like, oh, I want to see these hard-ripped dudes. Like, I can understand if you're homosexual or you're a female and you want to see hard-ripped dudes. I get you. But you know what? I think women can also be in the light. I think we need to start allowing women to rise up because Marvel, as well as DC Comics, has a great lineup of strong female superheroes. I got an entire wall of them. Look, guys, I got an entire wall of them. Got Black Cat. I got Mrs. Sue Storm, female Thor, Captain Marvel, Wonder Woman, Catwoman, Mira, Supergirl. Got them all here, right? We have a whole lineup of strong female superheroes. Why keep going back to the well of these dudes, guys? I don't understand. This ain't like the 60s, 70s, and the 80s, or even the 90s, where we have to put up like these jacked up steroid guys and let them go crazy. Like, we can do something else. And I think let's do that. Let's get Jubilee in there. Let's get Emma Frost. Like let's do something with. There's been entire female X-Men groups led by Storm. Let's see that happen. Let's get Kitty Pryde in there. Let's do something with these characters and not keep going back to the same well. That's just really my thought on it, though. That's just my personal thought on it. But people are like, SJW, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with social correction. when you're sort of like people that preach SJW are sort of like Bible thumpers. Or like you're a sinner. Oh, you got tattoos. You're going to hell. Like literally, you don't know how many times in my life people came up to me like, "Oh, you got piercings and tattoos. You're going to hell." It was like, aren't you kind of going to hell for sitting here and criticizing me? I'm like, how Christian is that? It's sort of like SJW people like they're like, "Oh, you can't do this and this." It's kind of preachy after a while, but it's okay to be politically correct. It is what it is. So, but. We don't know, guys. We don't know. Amber Heard, what did she hear? Why is Gamora? I don't know. Why is Gamora? Well, let me check one thing, guys. I might be ending it for the night. Because it's starting to get a little late now. And I only got like 3 hours sleep last night. And I fell asleep at lunch. But, we'll go 10 more minutes. So if you guys have any more questions you want to throw in, go 10 more minutes, and then we're going to call it a night and do a nice even hour. Don't know if I'm uploading Sorry. Don't know if I'm uploading a video tomorrow. I'm going to see how I feel. I've been feeling a little better each day. So it was weird because I felt great all day. And then I got home and I started getting a little dizzy, and I had a bowl of cereal and a cup of coffee, and I took a shower, and I'm fine after that. And I'm starting to get back to my old self, but I just got to keep on eating healthy and sort of do that sort of thing. So, am I looking forward to Batwoman? Fuck no. I'm gonna watch it, but am I looking forward to it? No. Those trailers have been cringeworthy, to say the very least. The very, very, very least. Thoughts on Game of Thrones Season 8? I loved it. I love Game of Thrones Season 8. I didn't like Bran becoming king, but I was like, I can't be the Lord of Winterfell. I can't be a Lord of nothing. But I can be king. Like, really? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. Seriously. But, yeah, so, yeah, I'll be watching Stranger Things Season 3. I can't wait for that. It comes out on July 4th. So I go on vacation Wednesday. I go on vacation July 3rd. So I'm on vacation through July 3rd until the 11th or something. I'm going to a Halo convention that Friday. It's called Halo Outposts. It's going to be in Orlando. It's only going to be in 4 cities. I believe it's Orlando, New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles. And I'm going with a couple of friends. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm a massive Halo fan. You guys can see. So, even though I don't nearly play as much Halo as I want to, let's be honest, I really don't have much time to play much games. I bought a game yesterday, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I bought it for Xbox One. It came out last week, right? I was waiting for this week. I wanted to buy it on the Switch, and then I found out that the Switch port is god-awful. And I was like, fuck. So I just ended up getting on the Xbox. And it's fantastic. I only played it for maybe an hour, but it's fantastic. We got another super chat coming in from Daniel Vega. This will be the final question tonight, guys. And then I'm going to end it after this. Daniel Vega comes in. He writes, how the hell is Halle Berry's Catwoman more popular than Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman? How the hell? That's not true. That's not true. Who do you hang around that says that's more popular? Every convention I go to, there is a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. I have never been to a convention that has a Halle Berry Catwoman cosplay. Ever. I'm a fan of Halle Berry. I am. Never once have I seen a Halle Berry cosplay. I always see Michelle Pfeiffer. Always. I actually see more Anne Hathaway's. And I'm a big fan of Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. You guys know I have the cardboard cutout of it. It's out in the living room, right with my Scarlett Johansson Black Widow. But there's no way. I don't know where you got that from, Daniel. I don't know who the hell you be talking to. But the people you talk to need to go get some mental therapy, because there's no way in hell Halle Berry's Catwoman is more popular. If I would put a poll up right now, which I'm going to do, and I'm going to put a poll up on the channel, who do you prefer? Which one do you prefer? Halle Berry's Catwoman or Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman? Hey. All right, here we go. Hey, everyone. Which do you prefer? Which do you prefer? Which do you prefer? Halle Berry? How do you spell Halle Berry? Halle Berry. I don't even know if I spelled her name right. Halle Berry. Catwoman? I'm gonna put Anne Hathaway in the mix too. How do you spell Michelle? Michelle Pfeiffer. Whoa. Go back. Pfeiffer. So which version of Catwoman do you prefer? Michelle Pfeiffer? Halle Berry? Or Anne Hathaway? Okay. So let me put that up there. Michelle Pfeiffer. Ooh, I totally misspelled Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer. Halle Berry. I already know which one's going to win. Halle Berry's going to, or Michelle Pfeiffer's going to win by a landslide. And then Anne Hathaway. All right, guys. So the poll is up. If you guys want to check it out. Poll is up. So I put all three on there. So we're going to see Daniel Vega. We're going to see how accurate that is. Because you said, how the hell is Halle Berry's Catwoman more popular? We'll find out on the poll how popular her Catwoman is. I'm telling you right now, Michelle Pfeiffer is going to win by a landslide. Me personally, I would go Anne Hathaway, Michelle Pfeiffer, Halle Berry. But I would actually put like the 66 Catwoman on there. There was like 3 different actresses that played the 66 Catwoman. There's one of them that I really, really like, and that was the version Anne Hathaway tried. Julia Newmar, was that her? Julia Newmar, I think, is the one I really like. Let me look that up. I think it was Julia Newmar. Yes. Julie Newmar is like, other than Anne Hathaway, is my favorite Catwoman. Yeah, I love the 66 Catwoman. I really do. And it's, that is my Catwoman. And that is who Anne Hathaway studied when she became Catwoman, and that's who she tried to mimic. If you go back and watch Dark Knight Rises, which like that movie's so good. I don't know why people give that movie so much shit, right? If you go back and watch that movie, you can see the way she moves and the way the costume is designed. It really looks like Julie Newmar's Catwoman. And it's really good. Eartha Kitt was really good too. I prefer Julia Newmar, but like I love all actresses who played the 66 Catwoman. I really do. I would choose them over Halle Berry and Michelle Pfeiffer, but Anne Hathaway is my numero uno. Well, guys, let me see what the poll is at right now. I'm going to see how many people voted. Whoa, shit, Anne Hathaway is winning, motherfucker. What? Anne Hathaway winning with 59%. Got a lot of smart people out here. Halle Berry's winning with second place with 24%. Michelle Pfeiffer's at 18%. You know what that tells me? That definitely tells me that we have a very young audience. I have a very young audience who wasn't around when Michelle Pfeiffer was Catwoman. Because how Halle Berry's winning, like granted it's only 24%, but hey, at least Anne Hathaway's got the win right there. So, all right, guys. I'm going to end it for the night. I'm going to go hit the old hay because I got to get up super early in the morning. Thank you all so very much to come in, watching the live stream, participating in it. Thank you guys all so much for the super chat. Love each and every one of you guys. Until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion. Good night, everybody.